It's Madden NFL 24. In front and
here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you were playing this week, but not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another shot?
Give him another shot.
I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with his speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up for...
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
On first down, it's Fields. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
2nd down and 8. Fields now to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Fields. Nice little juke. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down and around the 22. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Hooker to throw it. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hooker on 1st down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers. Go.
Hooker's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in the 1st. On the give, here's Gibbs. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameer Gibbs with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting.
There he goes, left side. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him. Feet were moving. The legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
And strong running here in the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And the mantra of this unit, get to the football. Fly to the ball carrier. And you know how you can tell that they do it really well? At the end of each play, when you click off the frame, count the number of guys that are around the ball carrier. It's always 7, 8, 9 guys. They get to them each and every play.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 23. After one, a 14-3 ball game. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, look at the juke. And able to work his way down to the 16. 47 yards rushing for him now at this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about this all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Dragon 60. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Steps away to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their 1st touchdown of the game.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Got his man. Williams dances by him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. Will Levis with a couple of touchdown passes there. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South. We head back here to Florida, check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Saquon Barkley, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Fields. Aiming for Jacobs, he's got him, reeling it in on the out route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion left goes Myers. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. He talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. The escapability in evidence there. Is that one good for 15 and a first?
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. Flush to his right. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Hooker. And this is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Raiders now set to get the football back. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Rolling to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Hooker. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Really nice gain of 25 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Hooker. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 8 yards out. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And now off to the races down the right side. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying the big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 2nd down, here's Fields. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But now he appears to be in some pain. 2nd down and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Myers in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
The kick by Carlson is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Cardinals not out of with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions, and just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fools.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw, Hooker. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams from 8 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raiders offense come. Field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20, powering his way forward, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Justin Fields, 75 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So the Raiders now down by 2 touchdowns, a little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Fields now on second down. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The career catch number for him just continues to climb, now at 1,070, and that is where Reggie Wayne finished.
And I was always told, if you went about your business like Reggie Wayne, you had a chance to be a heck of a player. So I've asked, how does this guy go about his business? Morning, noon, night, pregame, postgame, pre-practice, post-practice. That's why he's accumulated this type of number.
Now Fields.
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Fields throwing again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught by Laporta. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, 46-yard. The Lions stretch this fourth-quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. That's good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Eluding the pressure right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. First down, here's Thompson Robinson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him at excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Again, the 4-yard line, second and goal.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. It's ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on. Actually work, but overall though they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. To the left sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they can